Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Watch the curve. Check.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And shedding through the tackle. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 30 base.
56. Here we go. Shift.
You draw corkers.
Check your hot read.
Let's go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Throwing Jones. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Well,
this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on second down. Haskins, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
On first down, this is Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Come on, D! Switch!
Throwing again. Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
22.
To throw is Keenum. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Keenum. Out to the left here to Reed. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Number 9 and 20. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Hey, here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
Ready?
Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mason Foster gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Go. Hey, wahoo.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
60 or.
They're running it.
Rush Freestone, travel. Rush in.
A first down carry for Barkley. Able to spin free. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Ready, set. 951. Topper.
Check nickel. Let's go.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Don't say nothing. Back. Go.
Running left, it's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Switch.
Check. 5.
On 3rd down, Barkley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Watch the shift.
Come.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Let's go, team.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. shotgun now for Manning. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Keenum on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. To try again after the sack. Keenum, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Giants make first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
New York set to take the field, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Giants. Saquon Barkley, 97 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Rosas good with the extra point. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They start on the ground with Geis, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Now he'll let this one go. Deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Redskins.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Keenum. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the Redskins.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Roses to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Keenum. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
39! Let's bring it!
On 1st down, Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Keenum now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Keenum. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for J.U. Chesson that time. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Keenum again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch 54. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Shift.
They'll go to Barkley again. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bravo.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch twist. Mike's by 4.
Manning completes it to Ellison to the right side. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Spins away. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on 1st down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Here's Keenum. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the handoff, it's Geis, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Show it up. Show it up.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A handoff. Barkley running left. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Manning going to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The toss out to Barkley. Oh, eluding the tackle. Breaks the tackle, now rally. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Defense, keep it up, guys. He's checking.
Go.
They'll run with Darkwa. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Run! Check 3! Check 52's the line. I can't believe they let you play.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Keenum. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Third and long. It's Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the set.
Mike 5-4. I got you.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54, right there.
Ready?
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
It's now 3rd down.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Out.
Check 31. Check 31.
Right. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Manning. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here goes the hot. Blue 20. I'm coming for you. I'm 53.
From the end zone, Keenum. And my goodness, another interception. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here goes the hot. Michael, hot. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Keenum. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball.
And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's a give to Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got one.
On the ground with a tight end. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Saquon Barkley running right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the double. 56, right there, 56. Check tight end, check tight.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Keenan now to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
15 line.
Check, Lucky.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
But check 2.
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Manning gonna throw here. Looking for Shepard deep. And got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
22.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.